preliminary subject I would like to discuss before we switch on to discourses proper. Just as in the morning, I touched some preliminary topic. The same way this evening, another equally important preliminary topic I will turn up for discussion. By now you must have seen that in our curriculum here, in all our 24 hours program, many subjects we deal with. Some with mundane affairs and other subjects are of the spiritual sphere. So we generally alternate between these two spheres, these two planes. Sometimes we may be discussing Upanishad, Shankara's philosophy. Sometimes we may be discussing problems before the state of affairs in our society. So, the subjects pertaining to the mundane affairs, earthly existence, and subjects pertaining to the spiritual plane, both we discuss. And there is a lacking of a mix-up. One who is not accustomed to take a balanced view of things, he may get confused because of the mix-up. So, in that connection, I would like to give a word, or I would like to make certain things explicit. When you deal with spiritual matters, when you use your intellect and you use your sharpened intellect and try to soar higher and higher to get answers to your spiritual experience, that is a sphere where intellect cannot lead you to any solution. When you are in that sphere, in that plane, you will very soon realize that intellect goes to certain extent and then it stops. It refuses to go. You must know that intellect has limitations. This, of course, you have to know by using intellect. But also you have to know by using intellect. The first evidence that you have used your intellect is this, that you come to realize that intellect has limitations, great limitations. And it cannot be stretched beyond a point. Our knowledge itself, the horizon of knowledge that we have, is a very limited affair. two openings for our knowledge, human knowledge. As you know, there are 5 Gyanendriyas, and through these Gyanendriyas you get some knowledge. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa and Gandha. And apart from this, you have got the mind. These are only the instruments of knowledge. By the ears, that means Shabda, you get some knowledge because you have the power of hearing. Sparsha, because of this sense of touch, you get some knowledge. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, these eyes see things and you get knowledge. This Rupa means it is the eyes, function of the eyes that you see, the figure. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha is the tongue that knows the taste, and the nose that smells. So these sense organs, which are Gyanendriyas, the organs of understanding, instruments of understanding. These 5 are instruments of understanding, Gyanendriyas. Apart from this, there is this great instrument which is called mind. These are the only thing through which you get knowledge. These instruments have their own limitations. Not only are there limitations in potency, but they are limited in number. Only 5. We can envisage somebody having 10, some superhuman beings. They may have 10, they may have 20. We have been provided with only 5, and mind, 6. So the number of these instruments, number of these windows, say for example, if we are shut in this hall, now here are 3 windows, 1, 2, 3. If we shut this hall, then our access to the world is through these windows. We shall know the world only through these windows. You may see something from this window, you may see something from the other window, and you may be able to see something from the window behind. 3 windows give you some glimpses of the world around. So your knowledge is limited to the 3 windows capacity to make you bring in contact with the outer world. So we are provided with these 5 windows, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, and the mind. You will find that there may be beings with many more windows. And this is our knowledge that whatever we see through the window, there are some who see more through the window than we human beings. For example, cat can see even in the dark with eagerness. The cat is provided with some apparatus. She has got eyes, we have got eyes. She even in darkness, like we human beings cannot see. We have our light. In the same way, say a dog. A dog can smell miles. So its intensity of sense of smell is more than what we possess. Because of this additional apparatus given to man, he can augment these windows or give supplementary aids. For example, the X-ray. What is X-ray? X-ray is an instrument, an aid. Man can see only the outer skin by his naked eyes. With the help of X-rays, we can see the bones inside. It can penetrate. It can penetrate the skin. So, these human beings, because they are endowed with intellect, endowed with mind, they can supplement these five windows with some additional aids. Just as we use the specs, naked eye cannot see beyond a certain limit. If I use the lens, then I can see more. So these five windows, they are supplemented by supplementary aids. And we may be able to know more. But still, more means little comparatively more. But the limiting factor is this five windows. There are no six windows. Or say six windows, if you include the mind. But not more than that. This mind also, let us see the limitations of the mind. Just as we see the limitations of these five windows. We can hear, we can't hear what is going on in the reception office. We can hear only what is going on out here, some 100 yards. So limitation is there. We can see only say 100 feet. We can't see what is going on beyond clearly. So these five windows have limitations. Of course, if they are supplemented by other scientific aids, little capacity increases. Now let us see the limitations of the mind. Mind works in a framework. It has its own framework. Just as every window has a framework, in the same way mind also has a framework within which it has to function. You will find all your thinking is conditioned by three things: time, space, and causation. All that you think, you cannot go beyond this. You cannot go beyond time. You cannot go beyond space. And you cannot go beyond causation. That means, suppose we begin to think that what was there before earth came into being. We are told that this earth is, it has come into being at a particular moment of time. It was not there. The solar system, some upheaval took place in the solar system and then something fell and that went in rotation and that is the earth. It has come in a point of time. So we in our intellectual inquiry, when earth has come into being some 10 billion years before. What was before that solar system? How solar system come to be? Well, solar system must have come to being like this. Suppose you give a thing, then if there are anything before solar system, what was it? You go. This space, you try to go to the origin. You will find that you cannot go beyond this concept of space and concept of time. If you say 10,000 years before, what was 10,000 years before? You go ad infinitum. You can never go beyond time. And if you say beyond this India there is ocean. What is beyond this ocean? It is all found by earth. What is beyond this earth? Beyond of this space. What is beyond space? If you think that that is beyond space, it will come in space. You can't think of anything beyond space. As soon as you think or imagine a thing that comes in space and comes in time, you cannot go beyond space and time. So, you are so limited and you are so handicapped that you cannot go beyond time and space. At the same time, you cannot go because you infer, you use logic. You say that this has happened because of this. There is a causation. How it came to be? Because of this. How that came to be? Because of this. So there is always your thinking apparatus functions through causation. When you say you know, then only you say no. When you say how it has come to be, how it has happened, why, what. When you answer, you are satisfied that you know. All knowledge, it is around, centered around this causation, cause and effect. Now this cause and effect, this causation as it is called, the framework within which human mind works. In this you will find you come to an impassive. Impassive means blind lane. There are lanes. They don't open anywhere in the road. There is nothing beyond the wall. This is called impassive. So, while the mind functions through causation, we come across an impassive. Suppose we say, how hen came into being? Hen has come because of egg. How egg has come? Egg has come for the means of hen. Then what is that hen? How did it come into being? So you go on in a circle, you can't break that circle. Either you stop at egg or stop at hen. And you cannot break that circle. So causation also is a thing which doesn't take you beyond a certain point. So your mind also see the funny thing that so much you make of your mind, intellect. But the intellect works within certain limits. Howsoever you may sharpen your intellect, sharpening of the intellect will lead you somewhere, but not beyond the point. Not beyond the point. There is a point where you must come to rest. So these are our limitations. These are our limitations. With these limitations we have to work. And generally when we think of spiritual things, all spiritual matters are beyond time and space. All spiritual matters are beyond cause and effect. Things really spiritual, things that are really spiritual, they are beyond time and space, and they are beyond this causation. Because you want to go to the source. Source means the prime mover. How can you get at it? Even the time and space also has been created by it. So in order to reach that, you have to go beyond time and space. How can you go? How can you? So all matter spiritual, as they tend to go beyond time and space, always they are unsolved riddles. Unsolved riddles. They are perennial puzzles. And we never come across answers. These spiritual matters, you will find, they ultimately prove to be only intellectual exercises. Intellectual exercises. They don't lead you anywhere. They don't lead you to any solution. They are intellectual exercises, and they are exercises in linguistic gymnastics, I should say. That is, you want to say something, you can't, you cannot explain it because it is inexplicable. Then you give a word, transcendental. You say transcendental. It transcends. What transcends? Transcends where? Transcendental, immortal, eternity, infinite. What is infinite? What is not finite? What is, can you think of infinite? You cannot think of infinite. You cannot conceive of infinite. These are words. When you are not satisfied with this, you said, you must reach perfection. What is perfection? It is a word. It is a word. Perfection. We find in the dictionary, in any evolved language, wonderful words. And if you want to charter or dive deep into the ocean of these words, inexplicable words, you read Arvind, take any book, and you will come across words and words and words. And you will perhaps struggle for life for one word, and you won't reach it. Because those words have been uttered by a person who had been beyond time and space. Again, these are words. He has reached beyond time and space. That is, what is nothing. It is nothing. He is beyond time and space. It is only an expression. We convey something. We convey something which we don't understand, where we cannot reach. But we have an idea. We have a failed conception. We have a failed conception. Just as when we say the horizon of knowledge, horizon of knowledge. Horizon of knowledge means, what is horizon? Horizon is a changing thing. If you say that is horizon, you go there and you find that the horizon has gone ahead. You go all your life after horizon. Horizon will never reach. You can never reach the place where the sky touches the ground, what we call horizon. Where it appears that the sky has touched the ground. The sky has touched the earth. That you call horizon. So standing on the balcony, you can say, oh, horizon is here. Only 20 miles. If you go, you can catch it. Go and you find that every 20 miles you find that it has gone ahead 20 miles. So, the knowledge that we get is so limited and so fragmented. We always are stuck up in mere words, in defining words. When you say something is immortal, you only use your flowery language and go on explain. I am immortal. Yes. Soul cannot cut, fire cannot burn, water cannot wait, the wind cannot dry. I am immortal. It gives you some idea vividly that you are not mortal. But what is immortality? What is it? What is eternity? What is infinite? What is beyond time and space? That you only have a hazy concept. You cannot attain it. Leave aside only conceiving and bringing it into your compass of knowledge. Attainment is too difficult. You can't even conceive it. So, the first result of using your intellect should be the full realization that intellect has its limitations. Intellect has its limitations. And perhaps these limitations also, they serve some purpose. God has in His kindness given us limitations. One should not be, one should not curse God for having given us limitations. Because, you just imagine, had we not suffered from limitations, what would have been the state of affairs? Suppose you have given the eyesight which is very limited. Now you can see things. You can see up to 1 mile, naked eye. You can see the superficial things. When I see the person before me, I see only the skin, very fine, handsome, beautiful. figure. Suppose I have been endowed with the X-ray capacity. The pleasure and the happiness and the charm I get when I see a handsome person. Shall I have the same delight if I see the bones and the bloods and the veins and everything and all the dirt that he or she has accumulated within her? Life would have been impossible. It is good that we see only superficial things. We don't go in. Our eyes do not reach within. Suppose we are sitting here and we are endowed with the capacity to hear the sound right up to Trivandrum. All sounds, all babble, all the people who are making babbling, the Trivandrum station and the bus stands and the horns and the loudspeakers and everything that we hear from here, we have the capacity. Your ears have got that capacity, not limitation. Well, that will be horrible. Suppose your mind, now you have got a very limited memory. Now many things happen, good things happen, bad things happen. You forget. Suppose we remember right from our childhood, all the people who have done wrong to us, X did this, Y did this, Z did it, he did it, and that did it. All the wrong they did to us, we remember. And all the nonsensical things we did to others, that also we remember. Would it have been a very happier thing? It is good that we don't remember, forget. Suppose we remember what was in my past life. Perhaps it may not be worth remembering. It may not be worth even imagining. So, have we not been saved by God in His kindness? But He has given us limitation. Our memory is limited. Our power of hearing is limited. Power of sight is limited. Limitations also serve. Limitations serve a purpose. And we have been given only 5 windows. Though there may have been some being who have been given more windows. So all this that we see the scheme of, the divine scheme of things, we realize that we work under limitations. Only this mind, it has this habit to go beyond limitations. Imagine. And then we soar higher and higher in mind. But because of innate limitations, we cannot grasp. And that is how there are commentaries and commentaries. If there is one word, seers, those who are seers, sages, when they have realized certain truths and they express it in words, they also do not have words. Words are not proper vehicles to express those truths, but somehow they try to stretch the words and make them express certain things to the extent possible. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, Jivo Maya Angra. This Shankaracharya's dictum, Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya, Jivo Brahmaiva Nama. Saying that Brahma alone is real and this world is Mithya. Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya. Jivo Brahmaiva Nama. This individual soul and the Brahman, they are not two. They are one. Brahma Satyam, Jagan Mithya. Jivo Brahmaiva Nama. Nama means not divine. Jiva and Brahma are one. Now, that truth revealed to the sages, it has been uttered. Now, people who are at a lower plane, they go on making commentaries. And big commentaries are written on one sentence. Big commentaries are written. One Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Big commentaries are written on one sutra. Because the people who are writing commentaries, they are writing commentaries either because they are lower plane, or they write commentaries for people on the lower plane. So they have to use the language they know. And this intellectual exercise goes on. Whole literature is full of. Actually, this intellectual exercise doesn't qualify you to really know. For knowledge, real knowledge, you must go to the higher plane of existence. It is only the higher plane that will give you the advancement. There are many planes of truth. There is not only one plane. There are many planes of consciousness. Many planes of consciousness. Many planes of truth. Many planes of truth. When compared to the higher plane, the lower plane may appear to be untruth, but it is not untruth. Both are truths. On this plane that is truth, on that plane that is truth. All are truth. Nothing is untruth. How can there be untruth? Nothing is untruth. Everything that exists, everything that we see is all manifestation of truth in different forms. And according to the plane you are situated, you are stationed, you will see the truth. Say for example, you are in a dream state. You see things, very fantastic things you see. Are they untruths? While you are in dream, they are truths. While in waking state, you may say that they are untruths. As long as you are in dream, because in dream world, that is the measuring rod. Suppose in the cinema world, suppose you go to see a film. When you see the film, some historical film or some film where there is a story and some plot is there, some theme is there, you weep with the characters, you laugh with the characters, different roles are there. It's all on the screen. You become one with him. That is a film world. is not truth. In its own way, it is truth. Quite a vivid truth. The film also is the truth. The dream world is the truth in its limited sense. As long as you are in dream world, as long as you are watching a film, all are truths. When you are one with the film world, the film is being screened, you sit there, you become one with it, you transport yourself into that imaginary world. You are in that play. So that is also truth. You see, there was I just told you about Shankara, Adya Shankaracharya. So, story is told that Bhide in Benares, Bhide was returning from Ganges and going to his ashram. On the way, he found an elephant is coming from opposite direction. The lanes of Benares are very narrow. When the elephant was coming from the opposite side, naturally, he went aside to make way for the huge animal so that he may not get crushed. Naturally went aside. When elephant was passing, he swiftly went on one side to give way for elephant. There were certain people who were critical of Shankara's philosophy. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, Vivekananda. So some people smilingly said, Gajo Mithya, Kim Palayanam. While running, this elephant is a Mithya, it's Maya. It is not real. While running, Kim Palayanam. So, without stopping to go to a separate place, after reaching a separate place, Shankara said, Gajopi mithya, mama palayana mithya. On the plane this Gaja is mithya. On that plane my palayana is mithya. My running away, who told you that my running away is truth? On the plane, on that plane when this is valid, that the elephant is mithya. On that plane, my running away is not going to be truth, that is also going to be mithya. So one should not mix the truth of one plane to the truth of another plane. This mix-up, one should avoid. You see, in dream world, you see things. The yardstick of dream world is not going to be yardstick of the waking world. There you see ocean, mountain, and there perhaps the measurements and the measuring rod may be different. Certainly it is going to be different. You can't use the same measuring rod that you may use in the dream world to know the distances in the waking world. So don't have a mix-up. Don't have a mix-up. So what I mean to say is this, that there are different planes and truth appears in different forms. different planes. And the higher you go, the vivid will be the experience of truth. You have to go higher, the higher plane. From animal level you have come to the human level. Now from human level you go to superhuman level. Go to the divine level. You have to go to a higher plane. If suppose from here we see 5 miles ahead. If we go to the mountain top, we may see things within a compass of 20 miles. We go to a higher plane. Whatever is happening in the future, he could see simultaneously. That is the Divya Drishti. One may be endowed with Divya Drishti, one may be endowed with Divya Chakshu, Divya Karma. You may get hundreds of things, but that is also not the whole knowledge. We are endowed with 5 windows. There may be 10 windows, there may be 20 windows. Superhuman level, 100 windows. Some level will be there when you have Divya Drishti. When you can, these walls are no curtains, are no barriers. Maybe. That is also not knowledge. When you don't think in terms of windows, after all there are windows, you are shut in a hall and you are window, whether there will be 5 or 10 or 20. Knowledge means no windows. You merge with all that is all around you. There is no question of windows. By special effort of mind or on a certain plane, you may get access to certain powers. After all, there are powers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But omnipotence, omnipresence, omniscience, there is something different. There is no question of enumerating powers. Therefore you may come across people who are siddhas. They are siddhas. That means sitting here they can say what is happening at the board city, what is happening at Trivandrum. Maybe that power may have been earned, may have been acquired, may have won by some particular discipline. But the knowledge which you call realization, not the knowledge of this science and that science and this art and that art and this power and that power. Knowledge, realization, that is something very different. And you have to go from plane to plane, from life to life. Then you may attain it. Then you may attain it. And to go from plane to plane, what you want, what is necessary? By sharpening the intellect. It is not by sharpening the intellect. You may play the game of chess, sharpen the intellect. You may have particular exercises and increase your memory power and sharpen your intellect. All this sharpening is not enough. You have to do tapas. It is only by tapas that you go to higher plane, not by sharpening the intellect. Only by tapas. It is only by disciplined life, style of living. It is only by a particular way of living. It is not by sharpening intellect, sharpening ears, sharpening eyes, sharpening this and sharpening that. They are all petty things. You can sharpen them, they will be of use. Certainly they will be of use for your worldly life. You may even attain siddhis. Ordinarily, what appears to be miracle, you can do it without any difficulties. That also you may attain. That is not knowledge. Knowledge, you have to go on a higher plane. And that is by tapas. That is by tapas. How many ways are there to get this tapas into life, and how you live the life of tapas? That is not the point here to discuss. But then, I arrive at this point that it is not by sharpening intellect. It is not by reading scriptures. It is not by reading informative books. That knowledge will never lead you to that realization. That is only by tapas, hard tapas. No sort of a miracle, no shortcut. You have to go from plane to plane. To go from plane to plane, you have to go from life to life. Instead, you have fortunately come to a human plane. You have left work plane. You have left those different planes. You have left the animal plane. You have come to a human plane. And from here your journey starts. And you can go to higher and higher planes and get higher knowledge, ultimately ending in realization. This is the journey, this is the goal. Call it perfection, call it eternity, call it beyond time and space. Call it by whatever name, call it Satchidananda, any name that you may like, you may give it. But this is the only way. So, don't be too much enamored of intellect. Intellect is a very insignificant thing. Don't be too much enamored of intellect. There are things when people on the higher plane say, accept it. See whether you can have that experience. You will not be able to do it by your intellectual gymnastics. You are not the subjects of intellectual exercise. So, as a preliminary thing I would say that you know the limitations of all things which are going to your instruments. And don't mix up the things of the spiritual world with the things of the material world. When you think of the spiritual, don't allow your feet to leave the ground. Don't leave the earth. Put your feet planted on the earth and soar high. If you don't care what will happen, you will soar higher and higher in the spiritual world. You will lose hold over the earth. There are some people who lose hold over the earth. After losing hold over the earth, they go up. Some people, they feel that this is the beyond and the end of life, this earthly existence. They get so much stuck up. They refuse to believe that there are higher planes. This extreme also is bad, that extreme also is bad. Refuse to think that this earthly existence is the be-all and the end-all of life. Think that this is the be-all and the end-all. This is truth. This is what we see all around. This is pleasure, this is happiness. The world is nothing more than this. This is also one extreme. And to turn back at the world and indulge in the imaginary spiritual thing intellectually, because that is not a subject of intellect. Intellectually, that is another extreme. You see, these spiritual things, they are so very subtle and of such a nature, intellect cannot hold it. You will go mad. You will go mad. You can't digest it. It is not the subject of intellect. You are trying to put the whole sea into your pot. You never try it. You develop the quality of your life, the potential of your life. That alone will take you higher. Not intellectual exercise, not practices. Not practices. Do this and do that, and do this meditation and do this pranayama and do this. These things will do you perhaps more harm than good, because you will not digest it. It is only the higher life, the quality of life, the potency of life, actually how you live. All the yam and all those very preliminary things, have you brought them in your disciplined life? Try it first. So, it is essential that you always consider the whole world in proper perspective. The world is a package deal. World is a package deal. You cannot think of simply soul. You cannot think of simply bodies. You know that the soul has to be embodied if it has to do any work. If body has no soul, it is useless. Souls, we hear that the great soul came upon earth. Why it came upon earth? Descended on earth, a great soul descended on earth. Well, why should it descend on earth? It has to be embodied. It can't work without embodiment. Souls have to be embodied. Even we say that some soul, when Raghunath Paramahamsa said that from there he came. Some stories are given that he came here. He got himself embodied. So he used to be embodied, then it works. So if this is a fact, a soul is to be embodied. A material thing, material form, it has to take. So we must take an integrated view of things. And never allow imbalances in our life. We should understand things in the proper perspective. We should never allow any mix-up. Just as you know, while you play game, or while you see a film, while seeing a film, you know that it is a screen. It is an entertainment. The screen is there, the projector is there, it projects images, and everything that we are seeing is imagery. Suppose, while the film is going on, the man at your side tells you, every time, you remember, it is all imagery, yeah? Don't worry, this is not true, this is not true. You see the man is fighting, he is killing, he is bombarding, this is that, this is not correct, this is not truth. Beware. He will not like it. He said, repeat goods. That will be identified with the film. Why are you unnecessarily reminding me? I know it. I want to take pleasure in the film. I want to be one with the film. Work while you work. Play while you play. That is the way to be happy and gay. Very childhood, I remember this line. Work while you work, play while you play. That is the way to be happy and gay. When you, suppose you are playing kabaddi or playing football. Well, if you think, what is this? Whether I am victorious or not, whether our team is victorious or not, what is, after all, this is all Maya, this is all Mithya. What is this? Football also will vanish, our team also will vanish, and this ground also will vanish. What is that? Why do you play football? See that you win. It is life. Don't tell the truth, higher truth, while you are playing football. Suppose there is a battle, there is a war between Pakistan and India. And the general things, after all, what is that? Many wars have been fought. You see, who has remained perpetually under control of any particular land? Then this land belongs to India and Pakistan and this and that, history takes all the higher truths he begins to project there. Will he be a good general? He has to see that for the moment he forgets every other thing. You see that I must win this battle. Drive the enemy. You never think of when you are on one plane, when you are dealing with truth of one plane, don't mix up. You will not be able to play well, you will not be able to eat well, you will not be able to fight well, you will not be able to study well. If every time we know the truth, every man is after all mortal, one day we have to go. Do we remind ourselves every day? What is there? I may to go one day. I may go one day. Are we always thinking about this truth, though it is very vivid? So play while work while play while that is the way to be happy. When you play as if nothing exists except the play. The whole world is now divided into two parties, this team and that team. Nothing else exists. Play with that sort of fervor, that sort of zest. So never allow mix-up. When you think of spiritual things, don't lose your hold on the ground. Earthly existence is very important. Earthly existence is very important. Everything in proper perspective. So, because in our these 2-3 months stay here, we may come across many subjects. We shall talk about Upanishad, we shall discuss Gita, we shall discuss many other things. There we must have this art, this kaushal. Yoga karmasu kaushal. You must be able to live physically, live intellectually, live spiritually, all things simultaneously. You should not go from one extreme to another like a pendulum. You should not explain the whole world only in terms of spirituality as if material life doesn't exist and only think about the material existence. You see, when you do puja, I don't know how many of you do puja or experience of doing puja. When you do puja, you wave that arati, isn't it? And you bell also you ring. So when you ring the bell and do this arati, keeping bell in one hand and arati in other, so you must be able to. Otherwise, if you think that this hand will do like arati, and instead of doing arati, you will do like this. With one hand you must do like this, horizontal. Only horizontal, and here you have to do wave. This is life. Be in the physical world, be in the material world. Don't lose hold over it. Also, don't lose sight of. Don't think that this material world is the be-all and the end-all. There should be no imbalance in life. Don't ignore the one and be enamored of the other. The world is a package deal. Both are necessary. Even souls have to be embodied if they have to put in some work. So this preliminary warning I want to do, so that you can properly understand the import of all discourses, whether on spiritual matters or whether on other mundane affairs like the state of affairs of the country, the social events, and the technique of service, organization of norms, all those things. We should be able to be at home in all subjects, because they all form part of life. Do justice to every part of life, every aspect of life. Don't get not saddened